Hey, Metro Seekers, how are you guys doing? Hope you all are doing great today. I see my girl is in the house early this morning. Starbucks lover. How are you doing, Star? She says, welcome everyone to Real Talk with Lady D. Please hit like on your way in. Don't forget to comment and share this video. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me real good, making sure that the mic is everything is clear. On my end, it looks like everything is pretty good. Cause oh my God, I was watching the last video that I went ahead and upload, and I mean, guys, the mic was all messed up. We have to make sure that when we come on, make sure you do a mic check because if not, it does not serve the purpose. It messes the whole entire video up. So make sure you check your mic if I go ahead and invite you all to come on. So guys, I'm not going to be here too long. I want to go ahead and talk about a few things that it has stuck to my mind. I didn't really prepare any notes or anything. This right here, this is going to be a quick. I see my girl country girl is in the house. She said, good morning, Lady D and chat. Guys, welcome, welcome, welcome to Real Talk with your girl, Lady D. Are you at work today, Queenie? Are you on your day off? Yes, indeed. So, guys, look, I have a lot to do today, and then I'm gonna come on around about 6 o'clock. I have another live that I want to go ahead and talk about, and I don't know if you guys saw the thumbnail, but it's regards to Martell Holtz. Is he being sacrificed? So I want to go ahead and talk about that because, see, we can throw rocks and we can hide our hands. So I want to make sure that I talk a little bit more about that. Is Martell Holtz being sacrificed, just for that show, for other people to go ahead and have a storyline. But guys, before I continue with my commentary, make sure you go ahead and hit like, comment, and share these videos for more unapologetic content. Starbucks Lover says, if you would like to support the channel, please cash out hash $ Real Talk Lady D. Let me go ahead and post this right here. Guys, make sure, because like I said, it may look like it's easy coming on here, but trust me, it is not easy at all, especially when you're trying to, do right. People attacking your channel and wants to see you off. It makes no sense. Like I said, if I don't like someone's channel, I'm not going to come on. So, like I said, if you're looking for someone that's going to tickle your ears, go to someone that's going to tickle your ear, or someone that is going to accommodate you. Like I said, in here is real talk. And I'm not here to jump on a bandwagon for no one. I see. Oh, thank you very much. I see God's child, country girl. Yeah, she went ahead and cash out me. Thank you very, very much. Thank you very, very much, Star Country girl. Thank you very much. Yes, thank you, thank you. Like I said, I pray that all that you give, guys, that it falls on good grounds. But this is not easy, especially when people try to attack your channel, and just because it's something that they don't like, just turn. If it's something that I don't like, I'm gonna just go ahead and I'm gonna turn. But thank you, country girl. Thank you for your cash app, guys. Like I said, it's not easy. It looks easy, but it's not easy at all. So I'm gonna go ahead into my commentary. I want to go ahead and talk about. I saw a video that Dr. UmarJohnson had went and upload when he talked about why it looks like the devil is winning. And I want to go ahead and talk a little bit about that. It may look like the devil is winning, but the devil is not winning. We do not give the devil glory at all over here. Okay. And now, like I said, we are in what I call the end times. You're going to have to give that devil a face. Okay. Give that devil a face, because this is the year of open shame. But before I get into that, guys, I want to go ahead and share this right here. I don't know if you guys saw this right here. Let me go ahead and make it a little bigger. Three young army kids, they had got on the live. So let me see if I can make it a little bigger so you guys can see it. So bear with me. I don't know if I can make it a little bigger. Trying to make it a little bigger so you guys can see it. But yes, this right here, guys, it really hit home. This hit home because I have 3 kids as well that's in the military. And just imagine, your kids, going out there serving the country, and all of a sudden, something happened. But this right here, to me, I don't know, guys, my spirit just don't set well with this right here. My spirit does not set well. It's 2 young men and one uh young lady. But let me go ahead and read just a little bit. I'm not going to read all of it, but yes, these are 3 soldiers that was unalive in Jordan. And it says right here, the Defense Department identified 3 soldiers killed at base in Jordan. Officials said the dead were 3 Army Reserve soldiers from Georgia, part of an engineering company trained for employment at short notice. And it says right here, the Department of Defense on Monday identified 3 Army Reserve soldiers who were killed at a U.S. base in Jordan on Sunday in what the Biden administration said was a drone attack from an Iran-backed militant. The department said at least 34 other service members were wounded in the attack. Those unalive was Soldier Williams Jerome Rivers, 46, of Carrollton, Georgia; Specialist Kennedy Lannon Sanders, 24, of Waycross, Georgia; and Specialist Brianna Alessandra Muffin, 23, of Savannah, Georgia. So all of them was from Georgia. The soldiers, 2 of them women, were assigned to 718th Engineer Company based at Fort Moore, Georgia. A team of soldiers trained to deploy at South Notice to build roads, landing fields, and protection earthy brims for U.S. forces. On behalf of the Army Reserve, I share in the sorrow felt by their families and loved ones, said the chief of the Army Reserve, that's Lieutenant George Jordan Daniels. Their service and sacrifice would not be forgotten, and we are committed to support these left behind the wake of this tragedy. So guys, make sure you keep the family in prayer, because this right here hits home, especially when you have kids that's out there in the military. Like I said, it's just so weird, guys. I mean, just so weird. And it's such a time like this, just to see 3 of our young soldiers, unalive. So make sure you keep the family and all in prayer. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave that alone right there, because like I said, I have 3 kids as well, so I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna move on from that right there. So guys, again, welcome to Real Talk with your girl, Lady D, unapologetic and unbiased. So I want to go ahead and talk about a little bit about what I saw on Dr. Umar Johnson's channel, and when he was saying that why it looks like the devil is always winning. Why it looks like the devil is always winning. And I didn't prepare for anything, but I'm gonna just let the spirit just go ahead and lead me. It's not that the devil is winning because he gets no glory. We comes in numbers. We comes in numbers. We are all over the 4 corners of this world. It's just that we shine light on certain things. And one thing that I know when it comes to these crafty counselors, they handpick certain people that they can put on stage or put a light on to have us looking like a plum fool. That's all it is. Not all of us sitting there acting a plum fool all after almighty dollars. Not all of us are running after almighty dollars, but the ones that's acting a fool is the ones that they going to shine the light on. Bertha Raymond said that the Father mercy carried them on, blessing God morning. Good morning. Yes, 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 yes. But thank you for coming on, Bertha. Thank you very, very much. Guys, thank you for joining my live. I'm going to just stay on just a little while, and after that, I'm going to come on tonight around about 6 o'clock. But as I was watching Dr. Umar, and I don't know if you guys familiar with Dr. Umar Johnson. He's King Kong conscious, and I mean, he's very woke. A lot of people, they have so much to say about him, but anytime when we do anything that's going to wake our people up, then we're going to have a problem. We love to assassinate people, especially when at least they're doing something. And the thing about it is that the ones that do the most talking, they're not doing anything. But when they see someone else doing something, oh, all of a sudden, they become so knowledgeable about everything. But like I said, if you're not out there, why are you worrying about somebody else? Starbucks says, Bush babies, please hit the like. It's free and it's another way to support the channel. Absolutely, absolutely, guys. Just by being here, make sure you go ahead and hit like, comment, and share these videos for more unapologetic content. But like I was saying, guys, what it is that we have to put a face to the devil, because we think that the devil is some little red little character, sitting under our feet, in hell with a pitchfork. No, that's not the devil. That's what they told us. That's not the devil. The devil is the same ones that you break bread with. Those are the devils. Those are the enemies. And the thing about it is that our people don't see it. These people, and I had made a video and I want to talk about it. I don't know if I'm going to talk about it today, but it's certain people that I call crafty counselors. What they do is they will pay our people, they will pay them millions, even some of them billions. Look at these celebrities, how we see these celebrities acting the fool. Look at this girl right here, what's her name? Krishan Rock. Just look at her, how she already went ahead and moved one tattoo off her neck, and then she went ahead and she put another tattoo on her beautiful face. And not only that, I was watching on Instagram where his other girlfriend, she went ahead and she put a tattoo of his face on her butt. But see, these people right here, long as we keep giving these people energy and talking about these people, then that's what makes them grow. And they don't know that they are silly sheeps that is led to the slaughter. But what they are doing is these power that be, and I'm not saying the devil because we sit there and say the devil, but it's time for us to identify who it is. But these devils will sit there and pay these silly sheeps all types of money to sit there and have them to come on stage to sit there and send our kids to the slaughterhouse, because we mimic everything. And that's the thing about it. We mimic everything. If we can leave these people's stuff alone and come out of her, then the devil would not work overtime on us. The devil only can do what we allow these people to do. And the first thing we're going to sit there and say, that's why we in the predicament that we are in today. No, the system is designed to do exactly what the system is designed to do. And until we sit there and we leave these people's stuff alone and we come out of her, then trust me, their kingdom is going to fall. Their kingdom is going to fall. But the thing about it is that not all of us going to make it. And I know, guys, that some of you don't want to hear stuff like this, but this is what I talk about on my channel. When I talk about these reality shows, I talk about them because, like I said, I can take the foolish things of this world to confirm the wise. If I'm going to talk about it, I'm going to tear it down and I'm going to build it up, because that's where our people at. But we got to meet our people where they are. But it's time for us to stop playing the blame game. And that's the thing about us. We love to play the blame game. No, you know right from wrong. Now, if you was a child, then okay, I'm going to give you excuse. But you're not a child. We talking to grown people. And if this girl, Krishan Rock, because I don't follow these people, Krishan Rock, if she have almost 500 million subscribers, then what that say? She's gonna act a fool because you guys giving her that attention. Long as you guys giving these people that type of attention, they're gonna continue acting a fool. But what part did you play in it? What part did you play in it? And that's where I want my people to understand that it's time for us to take accountability. It's time for us to take accountability of the stuff that we have done, because we have a choice now. We don't have to keep walling in the in the pen with these pigs. We don't have to keep doing that. It's time for us to come out of that. It's like we going back into our own vomit. And I know that a lot of stuff is dealing with the mind because we have been brainwashed because of this slave mentality. But it's time for us to shake off of these grave clothes, and it's time for us to come out of. And the only way that we can come out of her, we got to leave these people stuff alone. Like I said, when it comes to all that entertainment and all this stuff that's on television, they love it. These people will put these silly sheets on there because we sponge off of everything. And long as we sponging off of all this stuff right here, they're going to continue working overtime because it's all about money. It's all about dollars. Like I say, when it comes to money, money can be the root of all evil. Yes, Starbucks, 500. Well, I don't know, 500 million. I probably say that wrong. It's 5 million. Sorry about that. 5 million subscribers. She don't have 500 million. She have 5 million subscribers now. If she had 500 million subscribers now, you know good and well the world is going. I mean, hell is enlarging itself as I speak. But just to say all this stuff right here, it's just too much. And we can't keep blaming squatty dotty and everybody. Sometimes we have to take accountability of the stuff that we are doing. And when it comes to Dr. UmarJohnson, like I said, he's trying to wake our people up. But the thing about it is that some of us just going to be left behind. And I already talked about this. Now that we are in the year of 2024, I believe it's the 8 universal years. It's time. Either you got it or you don't. You either hot or you cold. You either in or you out. And some people, like I said, they just going to be left behind. Yes, she got a lot of followers. I barely can get what I got, But like I said, we live in a world of its own, and people going to follow stuff like that. Our people, especially when it comes to our people, we love drama. We love our ears to be tickled, not knowing that all this stuff is a distraction. These people, they know us better than we know ourselves. They make all this stuff. They put all this stuff in front of us because they know that, we are attracted to all this stuff right here, money, shiny things, and we'll sell our soul for it. But what's the purpose? I talk about it all the time. What's the purpose of selling your soul when it all belongs to us anyway? All of it belongs to us. And I'm going to talk about it, but not today, but I'm going to talk about it because this is what I set my channel up for. But everything that you see, it belongs to us. But the thing about it, we don't know it because we so asleep. We figure that we have to stay at the foot of these people where they throw us a few crumbs here and there. No. We don't have to sit at nobody's feet. We don't even have to sit at the table because we own the entire house. They know who we are. Guys, it's time for us to wake up. But let me go ahead and read a little bit of this right here since I got a little time, because I'm going to go and walk today, guys. I'm on the liquid fast today, and I am struggling trying to go ahead and keep this up. But let me go ahead and read this right here. I don't know if you guys familiar with Hebrews to Negroes, Wake Up Like America. This is by Donna Ronna Dalton. And it's time for our people to wake up because our people, like I said, we are destroyed because of lack of knowledge. So let me go ahead and read a little bit right here. It says, I pray to God that he will give me knowledge and help me decipher the lies from the truth. And it's time for us to decipher the lie from the truth. Guys, if anything that's coming to you instant, anything that's just going to distract you from what your goals are, leave it alone. Leave it alone because it's time for us to know the difference. We have a choice. And that's why I say, it's no more blame game where we say, oh, these devils made us do this. Yeah, the devil gonna put it in your way because he knows that It's going to sit there and cause you to stumble and everybody else that's looking up to you. Come on, guys, can't you see it? And right here it says, he did just that in his mysterious ways. This is what sparked me to write some of the stuff I have learned. To write all of it would take forever. And sometimes people are not ready for the whole truth, despite what they say. And we know that is absolutely true. People don't want to hear the truth. Our people don't want to hear the truth because we love dipping and dabbing in the things of the world. We love it. And we would tear down any and everybody to get that. And soon in a minute, we hit a brick wall because it's not going to last. It's only a temporary fix. Only what you do for the Most High God is going to last anyway. Everything else is not. It's just a trap. And as you can see right here, when we talk about all the stuff that's going on with these reality shows, these people are selling their soul. They will sell their own family, sacrifice their own family for fame and fortune. But I talk about it all the time. What's the purpose of gaining the entire world and losing your soul? You can never build a solid foundation off of material possession. That's like building a house on sinking sand. Come on, guys, wake up. And also, let me go ahead and continue reading. It says, as most people know, the world and even Satan does not like mankind to know the truth. This is why people mysteriously die for revealing too much truth to the masses. Don't you know when you start waking your people up, people are coming after you? Look at my little small channel, very, very small channel, very seldomly get likes and clicks. And when people sit there and give me some encouraging words and say, D, you're doing a good job and continue doing this. I mean, guys, you just don't know how you make my day. Because it's not easy going against the system, going against the grain. Because everybody, like I said, everybody, they wants to jump on the bandwagon because everybody wants that feel good fix. Nobody wants to go through anything. Nobody wants to go on this, what I call a narrow road. Everybody wants to go on this broad road. But what's the purpose of gaining the world and losing your soul? It's not going to work, guys. And people get unalive. That is sad. We would sit there and unalive our people just for the truth. Look at Minister Louis Farrakhan, how they on him, tried to cancel Minister Louis Farrakhan. He said, I never picked up a rock. I never tried to unalive nobody. All I do is use my mouth. All I do is use my mouth. And you mean your mouth people going to take you out because of your mouth? When I come on here, guys, I only giving you my honest opinion. You mean it hurts that much? Where people will rather sit there and destroy and tear a person down? Come on, guys. Wake up. It's time for us to wake up. And right here it says, this is why people mysteriously die for revealing too much truth to the massive. We've seen it all throughout history and in the media. When blacks were enslaved in America, the white man's job was to erase our history, heritage, and culture so that we wouldn't know who we really are. See, like I said, we want to fight each other, but the real enemy is working overtime on us. Country girl says, keep talking. I'm listening. Amen. Amen. And like I said, I'm not asking for a cheerleader. Like I say, if it's 2 or 3 in the midst, the Most High God, he's going to be right there. But it's sad when we would rather sit there and destroy other people, but yet the real enemies are working overtime on us, but we give them a pass. We're not going to go and disrupt what they're doing, but let it be our people. If it's our people, we will hand them over to Babylon on a silver platter without any questions. We begin to come the judge, the jury, and the executor. But let it be somebody else. What are we going to do? We're going to stick our head in the sand because that's the way that we was taught. We talked about it. I call it Stockholm Syndrome. We still have the residue of our slave masters on us. And even though this right here is in the 21st century, look at it. Our people are lost. Are lost. And nobody wants to sit there and tell our people, come out of her, what I call the state of Lodabar. Nobody wants to tell our people to come out. Why? Because they feel that if they can get a little crumbs, they ain't not worried about nobody but their family. That's all they worried about, nobody but their family. But you going to be accountable for it. You absolutely going to be accountable for it. Starbucks says, well, it's called America Greed. They will take down anyone for the love of money. Absolutely. Absolutely. It's like a little piece of cheese. You know, they're going to throw us a little piece of cheese and they're going to put it in the middle of the floor. And I'm not calling my people rats, so don't go and run and say I'm calling my people rats. But it's just like rats. You know, when you put a little piece of cheese in the middle of the floor, them rats are going to run to that first, to that cheese. All of them running to it because the resources is short. But it's not short, guys. That's exactly what they want us to believe. Don't you know we spend almost 2 point some trillion a year right here in America? Our Black community spend 2 trillion. Now I got these numbers right. Now it might be a little off, but 2 point some trillion. Where's all that money going? We don't have no banks. We don't have no libraries. We don't have no schools. We don't have no hospitals. Just look. They would rather build prisons on every corners and alcohol, and now they're doing this dispensary, this marijuana dispensary, which every time when I pass by one of these marijuana dispensary, it's like a punch in my gut. It's like a punch in my gut because I look at how almost 90%, and I might be off with it. Go in, like I say, our people destroy because of lack of knowledge. Go and do your research. Google has a huge search engine. Go and check it out. But almost 90% of our Black men and women are incarcerated over marijuana. But yet, all of a sudden, these white companies is coming up with businesses in our community, and we busting our neck trying to run in these dispensaries to buy something that they had no clue of when you go in front of the court where it came from, but all of a sudden they got businesses. Make it make sense. And I know our people don't want to hear nothing like this. See, because our people love gossip. Our people love our ears to be tickled. But if I don't tell it, who going to tell it? Who going to tell it? It's time for us to wake up, guys. If you only know who you are, we are God and goddesses. We are Alpha and Omega. We are the beginning. We are the end. We are made in the image of the Most High God. They know who we are, from the head to the sole of our feet. Why you think our brothers and our sisters, these young ones, are counted like sheep for the slaughter? Because they know every organ that's in our body is worth so much. Every organ in our body is worth so much. They tell us not to even go outside and get sunlight. It's going to destroy us. No, it's not going to destroy us because we are connected to nature. Some of us, we believe these lies. We believe everything that they tell us. But do you think that these people want to tell us the truth? These people is not going to tell you the truth. Because they know long as you stay at the bottom, then they can work overtime on you. Look at Kamala Harrison, the vice president. How now she's all in the Black community on the shed room and talking about how she wants to come with some kind of plan to give people that was incarcerated some kind of loans where they can start their businesses. You mean you messes up, then you want to sit there and give us a loan? What about our reparation? What about our reparation check? Don't give us a loan, something that we're going to pay back when we built everything that's right here. See, I know our people don't want to hear nothing like this. Our people don't want to hear nothing like this. because we still asleep. And that's why these people can work overtime on us. Long as they putting all this foolish stuff in the way, what they are doing, they are rocking us to sleep, rocking us to sleep. Look what my country girl said. She's right. Stop being asleep. Wake up. Wake up, my people. Wake up. And wake up don't have to be a AM. A wake up call don't even have to be a PM. It's when you wake up, and it's time for our people to wake up and come out of her. That's all it is. It's a cheap trick. But this generation is not going to fall for this no more. This is what I call a Joshua generation, where this younger generation going to say enough is enough. They're not going to sit there and cave in like our forefathers or like our mothers, our fathers, or some of us, because of fear. We are talking about a fierceless warriors that's rising up. And they're going to take it by force. The kingdom of heaven suffer violence, and they're going to take it by force. Come on, guys. He that have an ear, let him hear what the Spirit of the Lord is saying. And I know a lot of people don't want to hear this, but the Most High God say, tell it to them anyway. You can listen to all this foolish stuff that these people put on television just to keep us asleep. Then you could take a time to hear the truth. I know it hurts. Not too many people wants to hear the truth because we like being in this place, this sunken place. But it's time for us to wake up, guys. It's time for us to wake up. When blacks were enslaved in America, the white man's job was to erase our history, heritage, and culture so that we wouldn't know who we really are. They did this well because we as African America have lost the history of who we were or where exactly we came from down to the tribe. We are named after 2 nations / continents. Did you hear that? We have black skin, but are called African American or Negroes. We don't even know who our real name is. We don't even know who we are, which we already know that the colonizers, our oppressors, they put names on everything, names and draw maps on everything to keep us divided. But oh no, we're not going to question nothing like that. I mean, we got some very good YouTubers on here. I mean, they will find a piece of hangnail on a person, but they're never going to sit there and question who they are. Why? They're never going to do research of how these cankerworms and these palmer worms and these locusts are working overtime on us. We're not going to touch stuff like that because we was only taught to destroy one another. Wow, make it make sense. We are considered African in South American and other African countries, even though a majority of us are the same color, if not darker than some African themselves. But there were many nations back in time that had black skin: the Persians, the Ammites, the Hebrews, Israelites, the ancient Egyptians, the Philistines, the ancient Nubians, Cushite, the ancient Canaanites, the Levant people, and the ancient Libyans who also ruled over Egypt. Let's go ahead and talk about this. He didn't really have to go through all this because everything came out of us anyway. Ouch, y'all don't want to hear that. Everything came from out of us. The Most High God say, out of darkness he made light. Without us, nothing exists. We are the lifeline to everything that exists. No other race can make the chocolate baby to the whitest baby. No other race can do that. Only us. Only us. And if we research, you'll see what I'm saying. Like I said, DNA, it does not lie. Everything originated out of Africa. You guys wouldn't know that because that right there, I don't want to have nothing to do with history. I don't want to know nothing about this. We are moving forward. That's what you think you are. They will give a little bit to some little knuckleheads, but that's just to keep you shut up. Just look like, I was listening to this content creator. I can't think what her name is, but she was showing some clips of Geno Jennings. I don't know if you guys familiar with Geno Jennings, where he was talking about TD Jakes and talking about homosexuals. Like I said there and say, each his own, people do whatever they want to do, but they were trying to shut him up. And some people was asking the question, what if they pay you? Would you shut up? He said, look, I'm not a whore. You ain't nobody gonna be able to shut me up. But see, it's not too many people, especially in the church setting, is going to talk like that because the church has compromised. The church is sick. Why you think it's so many people is on the outside than in the church? The church is standing on one leg because they have compromised. And we already know that Satan would destroy the minds of the very elect. These people are not preaching on holiness anymore. The Spirit of God is not nowhere in these churches. They might as well just shut them down. Because on the walls are the name of Ichabod. And those that is spiritual, they know exactly what I'm talking about. This is a spiritual warfare that we are fighting. We are fighting spiritual warfare, and we also fighting physical warfare. But it hurts when we start fighting each other. We start tearing each other down. These people who we give so much power to will never exist. They would never exist without us because we are the lifeline. Don't you know the melanin in our skin? They are plotting overnight trying to figure out how to zap the melanin out of our skin, saying that they're using synthetic melanin on researches on armor, equipments, and doing all types of research with synthetic melanin. Do you actually think that these people want synthetic melanin? No, they want the real melanin. Why you think our kids are becoming missing? But see, we don't want to talk about nothing like this because see, this stuff right here, it's not going to put no coins in your pockets. But God say, tell it to them anyway, because our people are some lost, stiff-necked people. Unfortunately, we lost our history when we were stolen by European Caucasian, European Jews, and Caucasian Arab during the slave trade, only to be dumped into countries all over the world, as you will see later in this book. We are lost people, only knowing that our forefathers was taken from Africa, taking this into account, Marcus Garvey once said. And a lot of stuff that Ronald Dalton say in his book, like I say, we can chew and we can go ahead and spit out. I do not think that all of us came from Africa, which I know that all of us didn't come from Africa because the entire planet was ours. The Most High God, he said, let man have dominion. He didn't say parts of the country. He said, let man have dominion over the entire earth. Now, when it comes to Africa, I believe that's where everything has started because it was one planet, one landmass. And all that's hocus pocus story that we heard, how they tried to revise certain scriptures in the Bible. Like I say, you have to know what to chew and what to spit out. That's why it says there's a verse in the Bible, our people are destroyed because of lack of knowledge. Our job is to reproof, correct. You can't just take everything as face value. Do you actually think that these people going to put it in a book? And it's supposed to be face value? No, you're supposed to question everything. Everything. I believe that, yes, we are the original. I believe that everything started in that spot, what I call Mother Earth. Y'all might call it Africa, but it's Mother Earth. It's the garden. It's where everything has started. And it's not because of this tall tower that they call Babylon. This tall tower where they was building a tall tower in the Bible to reach the heavens to spy on God. That was a hocus pocus story. What happened, guys, if you do your proper research, you're going to know how we start separating because of landmass, because of tectonic plates start separating. And once we start separating, people start feeling that in their spot, their piece of land that they don't have enough. So what they was doing, they plotted how to sit there and take what somebody else have. Guys, like I say, when it comes to our history is very, very deep. A country girl says, "In God I trust, everyone else I check out." Absolutely. We can't just take everything for face value. We have to know exactly what to chew and what to go ahead and spit out, because we know that we have crafty counselors. We have crafty counselors that's in the mix of us. And what they have done, they have revised it. They have revised it because they thought that we wasn't going to open up the book. But now we are alive. Some of us are woke, where we are now telling our story. We telling our story. Like I said, our people are destroyed because of lack of knowledge. Wake up, guys, and come out of her. Stop allowing these people to work overtime on us. Stop it. So let me read a little more, guys. And I got about 15 more minutes, and then after that, I'm going to close it up. It says, a people without the knowledge of their past history, origin, and culture is like a tree without roots. Did you hear that? A people without the knowledge of their past and origin and culture is like a tree without roots. If you don't know who you are, you're not grounded. You're going to be tossed to and fro. And that's what's going on with our people right now. And I know it's certain things that I can say to my people, because some of our people is still on milk. You're not ready for no meat, because if I start giving you meat, then you're going to start choking. So some of these knuckleheads come on that is not tuned with the spirit, gonna say, well, why are you sitting there entertaining all this stupid stuff? Why are you entertaining this drama? Why you don't elevate yourself? Because you got to meet people where they are. Not everybody is at that level that you are. Some people are still on tricycles. Some people are still being breastfed. So you got to meet our people where they are. But guys, all I could say is do your research. We are now in what I call the age of information. Everything is out there in the comfort of your home at a push of a button. No way in the world that we should be sitting here in the place that we are in today. Because just like I said, just like I just read, a people without knowledge, history, and culture is like a tree without roots. And you wondering why these silly sheeps are tattooing their pretty, beautiful face and going out there and assassinating people character and trying to unalive people, setting the entire house, trying to set the entire house on fire with kids and doing all this silly stuff just for money. Because we are lost. We are like a tree without any roots. And I used to ask myself, I say, why our people are acting like that now? Because during the Malcolm X and the Martin Luther King era, our people was not as wild as they are today. It's like we have lost our values. You didn't see our people out there doing half of the stuff that they are doing today. And even if they were doing it, you would never know. But social media have gotten us all messed up, and everything is dealing with imagery. If these devils could put everything on display, on TV, on the internet, our people, we're going to sponge off all that. We're going to sponge off all that because we mimic everything that we see. We thinking that these people are about that life. These people are not about this life. These people are on there trying to sit there and make a dime just like anybody else. The only difference is that their life is on display. And we already see it right now. It never works. It always fails. Always fails. All I can say, guys, is wake up and come out of her. I got a few more minutes. So right here it says, if a people do not know the truth, their heritage, then it hindered them from achieving the true greatness and respect they once had. Replace the truth with another version backed by lies, ensure the success of another nation, agenda, and the plans is almost foolproof if no one ever question anything or speak up. People are discredited, humiliated, publicly made fun, or blackmailed, fired, threatened with bodily harm, or even mysteriously killed for exposing the truth. Wow. Wow. Why? 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 Why would innocent people get unalive just for exposing the truth? Because we live in a melting pot of greed. Everything is about money. Everything is about money. That's why when I read the Bible, I don't read it as a pre-ancient story. I read the Bible as prophecies. Because what we are doing right now, we are revealing, we are exposing all these lies. So when I open up the Bible, I'm reading it because I am waking my people up. And it's time for our people to come out of her. Because the love of money is the root of all evil. The love of money is the root of all evil. And I'm not telling you guys, uh, don't have money. We all need money, but don't let it become your God. Absolutely. Absolutely. Country girls say, I'm with you when you're right. Like I said, this is real. Can't get no real than this. All the stuff that I am saying, guys, it's happening to us. It happened to us. Ain't nothing that I can come on and sit there and tell you and make up some stuff. All the evidence is right here. All the evidence is right here. And our job is to rightfully divide the word of truth. Because we cannot take their words. We can't take nobody's words as face value. That's why the Bible says, let every man be a liar. Every man. The truth is not in them. But let God's word be truth. Let God's word be truth. And you're going to know God because he said, my sheep knows my voice and a stranger they would not follow. You're going to know the voice of God because it's all going to line up with the truth. It's all going to line up with the truth. Thank you for coming in, country girl. She says, everyone enjoy your hump day. Be safe and God bless you all. Thank you very much. Thank you for coming on. But like I said, guys, you're going to know because it's all going to line up with the truth. But this is the time right now where either you got it or you don't. You either in or you out. You either hot or you cold. But you cannot be in between because he said, if you are in between, I will spew you out. And see, they know exactly how to work overtime on us because they know they are invaded in our minds. Until we shake off of these grave clothes, we got to come out of her. Shake that residue off. They use a lot of trickery to steer us off the path because they know we are some spiritual people. So what they did, they went and they plot overnight how we can sit there and keep them underneath our feet. And they put all types of laws, all things in place. And they became God, made themselves a God, build them a ship, call it Jesus, and went and colonized half of our people, went as missionaries. I read some quote where when we was praying, they was trying to take everything from under us, and it's not exact words. But guys, this is real. This is truth. This is the truth. And some of us, we may not like it, but everything, the word is not hidden. The word is only hidden to those that are lost. Only hidden to those that are lost. And it's sad when we got unalive a person just from telling the truth. Or soon in a minute, we see one of our brothers or our sisters slip. We want to go and take that person out. We want to hand them over. We want to make sure that we nail them to the cross. We want to crucify him. Like I said, we are living it out right now. You guys worrying about a pre-ancient story happened over 2,000 years ago when it's happening right now, how we are crucifying our people, handing them over to Babylon. But when their people do something, we turn the other cheek. They get to die with their legacy. I was talking to my husband yesterday on the way coming from out of town. When our people do something, we going to be the one to hand them over. Look at the entertainers. Oh my God, we couldn't let up off of R. Kelly, even if R. Kelly did it 20, 40, 50 years ago. But what about all the stuff that Hugh Hefner did? He died with his legacy. He died with his legacy. His legacy is still going today. They didn't even smear his character. And he was with Priscilla when Priscilla was 14 years old. And you guys believe what he said, that she stayed in his house and he didn't even touch her. And we didn't question it. But oh my God, let it have been one of us, our people, because that's the way we was taught. We was taught to do that. And that's why I say it's no more of playing the blame game. Oh, it's the white man. It's the white man. No, white man ain't the white man. The white man is sitting under the tree drinking his lemonade, his beer, or whatever. He ain't doing nothing because he already embedded it all in your brains. He already got you. It's already in your mind. We doing it to each other now. And I used to come on and say, oh, we hate each other. Because that's the way that we was taught. That's the way that we was brainwashed. We are brainwashed. And I call it a Stockholm syndrome. Make sure you go check some of the videos that I went and upload. We are brainwashed. We want to walk around and feel like we're so important with all these people labors on, these designer clothes from head to toes, living from paycheck to paycheck, driving in the nice foreign cars, don't even have a garage to put it in. Or even if you have a garage to put it on, you don't enjoy it because you're working from sun up to sundown trying to pay those car notes. I was listening to, I got 8 more minutes, guys. I was listening to Mariah Hugh. She was on Married to Huntsville, Married to Medicine, Mariah Hughes. She was talking to Carlos King. And she told callers, she said, when it was my birthday, my husband asked me what I want. Do you want some bags? Do you want to go on a trip? She said, no, I don't want no bags. I don't want a trip. I want to own the block. Did you hear me? She wasn't worrying about no handbags. She was not worrying about any designer clothes, no cars, no trips. She wanted to own the block. She wanted to invest. She went and got her a studio set up so other people could come in and whatever craft that they have, they can work right in her studio. But we got these old silly sheeps that's coming on, millionaires. They're not thinking about trying to educate our people, telling you when you get this money, go and invest. No, we idolize by them wearing these designer clothes and going on trips, eating good food, drinking the fine wine. That's what we idolize. And that's the type of money that the power that be wants to give these type of people because they are silly sheep. But you see, people that's trying to educate our people, telling them, look, you could own the entire block. The earth is the Lord's, the fullness thereof. It all belongs to you. Reach up and get it. All you got to do is reach up and grab it. But see, when people start talking like that, then you want to cancel them. You don't want nobody to start educating and teaching and waking your people up. You would you would help old massa to tear your own people down. Wow. Wow. But I know you guys don't want to hear nothing like this because your ears are tickled. Right now, your ears are bleeding because our people is not ready for the truth. Our people is not ready for the truth. Let me go ahead and read this part right here where it says, hold on. And I got about 5 more minutes. It says the science of genetics shows that blacks can produce all races down to their hair texture, hair color, and eye color. Why it is impossible for the white race to produce the black race, white people cannot get darker, black can get lighter. Ding, ding. See how people don't want to hear that? It's like the black man is like magic, like God. I mean, we from the lightest to the darkest, we can create anything. Our hair texture, they'll tell you your hair texture is nappy. Go and put some perm, some relaxer in your hair. Don't you know our hair serves a purpose? Go and Google what non-ether is. Our hair is connected to the sun, to the universe. Our hair serves a purpose. When we out there and our hair is standing up, don't you know it energizes everything that's inside of our body? This real talk. It's not nothing that I'm making up. And it's not like I'm trying to be, oh, she's racist. No, it's not being racist. It's time for us to start educating our people. And I know the truth hurts. I know the truth hurts because most of us, just like my sister said, we are brainwashed and no one loves the truth. But guys, I can't compromise. I can't sugarcoat because I have to give accountable for all this right here. And you can't sit there and say, oh, he or she, she's lying. Go and research it yourself. Go and research it yourself. Because what you call evil might not be evil. And that's the thing about it. We call good evil, we call evil good. Just because it looks good. But that's how the devil was able to conceive so many. That's why he's called the angel of light. Because he's a deceiver. He used imagery. He used pictures. Oh, that's beautiful. Anything that's European standard. Oh, that's beautiful. Where it got us, our silly sheeps. We bleaching the melanin out of our skin. And they're trying to zap it out of our body. They're trying to zap it out of our skin. But yet we wants to bleach ourselves. Not knowing that you're going to need that same melanin. Because like I said, guys, it's not getting better. It's getting worse. And they know that. Google 2045. Even the president of the United States catching on. How what you once called the majority is going to be the minority, which it already been like that. It always was like that because they can take a pen and a paper and they can sit there and manipulate numbers. And we had some silly sheeps that was too ashamed of calling themselves black, and if they can cross over, they will cross over, but not this generation. Not this younger generation. Because now they know who they are and they're not ashamed because they know it's power in who they are. Guys, wake up. And right here it says the biblical prophets, Jesus, the children of Israel, and even the ancient Egyptians are portrayed today in the media as white race. Look at it. Ain't nothing in here. They'll tell you, don't read this, don't come on this channel, or don't listen to all this foolish because they trying to divide and conquer. No. Go and Google all this. Google who is the Messiah. Google who is the Messiah, Jesus. And you're going to see all these white images, all of them. Google angels. You're going to see maybe 1 or 2 black angels. Google what the European standards are. I promise you, you ain't going to see someone look like you and I. You're not going to see that. Because long as they can keep us depressed, keep us at the bottom, then they can continue working overtime on us. But if you really, really do your research and find out who you are and find out why all this stuff was set in place, why they had to make an image of a white Jesus with long, blonde, blue eyes. Why? They had to put that image because that's who they want you to see as their God. And we still look at them as God. Some of us still have the picture of that blue, white hippie on our wall. Some of us still have that because that we was told that's our God. But if you read the book of Revelation, you're going to know how the image of God is. But like I said, we don't even have to read a book no more because the book is in us. That's why the Most High God told Ezekiel. He said, Ezekiel, eat the book. He didn't tell Ezekiel to read the book. And see, when we start waking our people up and telling them the truth, because they so indoctrined in Christianity, I don't even call myself a Christian no more. I call myself a believer because many of them that call them a Christian, they don't have Christ's light. They doing more damage than everything. The church have compromised, allow any and everything to come in the church. I don't call myself a Christian. I call myself a believer. But guys, just look around how these people are working overtime on us. And they don't want us to come out of it. They don't want us to know the truth. They don't want you to come outside. They'll tell you everything that's dealing with nature. It is a curse, but the devil, you is a liar. Because we get charged just like you put batteries in a radio or batteries in something that's going to work. That's just how we are when we go outside. When I go out there and I walk, and I used to hate the walk until I start educating myself. And now I want to do better because when you know better, you're going to do better, right? When I go outside and the sun is shining in my face, I mean, it's like I'm getting a whole new charge. It's like, I just feel so vibrant. It's like life. I'm connecting to life because I'm connecting to nature. And God is going to test us. He's going to rip the sheets. He's going to rip that roof right off our head, and he's going to test us. You're going to know who is who because the sun does not lie. The sun does not lie. And the sun is getting closer and closer to the earth. And sooner or later, you're going to know who is the real God and goddesses from the fake. You're going to be able to know. Because one thing about us, honey, we might get a little darker, but we ain't going to burn. And that's real talk. So guys, on that note, I'm going to go ahead and close it down because this right here, this is real talk. I can't compromise. I can't tell you something that going to stroke you or sugarcoat you. I got to tell you the truth. Just like when I talk about these reality shows. I was talking to one of my mods yesterday. Should I go ahead and set up another channel and just leave this right here for what I'm doing, or start another channel so I could talk about what I like, what I'm passionate about, how to wake my people up? Because I don't think that these people are getting it, guys. Our people are so smack and dab into other people's life. And I used to ask the Most High God, why? Why would our people would rather sit there and fight so hard for people that they don't even know, but won't even fight for the ones that's right in their own home? Because our people are suffering from Stockholm syndrome. That's why I think that they owe us, man, they owe us some money. And no amount of money can accommodate of the stuff that they put our people in, but at least it can help. They owe us some money. So don't come with a Kamala Lee Harrison and say you're gonna give us a loan. We don't want to hear that. Give us our reparation check. We should be getting royalty checks. All these cotton fields, sugar cane, because I'm from the South. We got sugar cane and cotton fields and all this other, stuff. But we don't own none of that. But our forefathers worked in these sugar cane fields. Our forefathers work in those cotton fields. Go and Google all that. How all these banks and Tiffany, these Tiffany bracelets. Don't you know at one time they used to make bracelets? It wasn't bracelet, it was chains and shackles for slaves. Now we wearing the bracelets around our neck and don't even know the generation of curses that came from all this stuff. How our people was oppressed and suppressed because of all the stuff that we fighting over. And we so proud to wear these big old labels on our clothes. But we don't own none of those designer clothes. We don't own none of that. We wearing it. And that's no value. Because you can wear those clothes maybe about 1 or 2 times. After that, that's it. You ain't going to be able to sleep and eat in that. So it's time for us to be wise. It's time for us to be good stewards when it comes to our money, guys. We are not good stewards. We are not good stewards when it's time for money, and we're going to be accountable for it. And that's how they're able to work overtime on us, keep us in debt, keep us in bondage. Because long as we in debt, we are in bondage. We're going to be forever at the foot of our oppressors. And that's real talk. So, guys, I'm going to go ahead and close it up. I did my hour. I'm going to try to see if I'm going to come on tonight. I want to go ahead and talk about some more of this stuff that's going on with Martell Holt and Melody and Carlos King. I want to know why Carlos King is not talking about it. Why Carlos King is not talking about all the stuff that is going on, this legal stuff. It's not happening on his show. So he could talk about it now because it's happening in real life. This is real life issues, this mess that they all sat there and weave together. But Carlos King would rather go and talk about other shows on other networks than talk about the chaos that is going on his own network. Make it make sense. It's like we throw the rock and we hide our hands. We sweeping behind someone else's back door when our house is messed up. Make it make sense. And we're going to talk about all that. Because like I said, I can take this foolish stuff and confound the wise. I want to know why Melody get a pass. I want to know why they elevate Melody. Everything that Melody accused Martell of, she did it. She did it. Melody accused Martell of cheating. I don't give a care if she cheated after or before. She still was married. That's cheating. Melody accused Martell of stealing money and wanted to unalive him behind that. Found out she stole money out of their personal account. So like I said, how can you see a speck in somebody else's eye when you got a daggone pole in your eyes? Make it make sense. So on that note, guys, I'm going to go ahead and close it up. So if you guys want to come on my live tonight, if I don't know you, you're going to have to cam up. I'm not letting nobody else, because I know how some of you guys play, and you guys is not going to try to mess up my channel, okay? So if you're going to come on and if I don't know you, you're going to have to cam up unless I know you. If you came on the other night, I'll go ahead and let you up, and make sure your mic is clear. Please make sure your mic is clear, because I have these headphones on. And when the mic is messed up, I mean, oh my God, it gives me a headache. Okay. I can't stand that mic just rattling and oh God, it just get on my nerves. So guys, on that note, I'm gonna go ahead and close it up. I see Starbucks said, thank you for joining, Lady D. Enjoy the rest of your day and evening. So guys, and Country Girl Queenie came in the house, guys. So guys, thank you for coming on. Bertha Raymond came on. So make sure you go ahead and hit like however you feel led. I know this is not a channel that and a type of commentary that you guys are used to, but like I said, if I don't tell it, who's gonna tell it? Okay, and that's real talk. So on that note, guys, you all enjoy the rest of your day. I see you guys at 6 o'clock.